Yeah, but
Now,
that's like the same shtick NESC has.
yeah, for sure. So it's definitely like maybe like I don't know, it was like 150 gold extra of just pure AP. Oh, but what can be a
Oh
little bit
my
of gold is
god!
actually in agony being caught out here. Does block the the Vega ultimate, but it's not going to be enough. TP comes in from Cho'Gath's here as well. He definitely is looking to get a chump, and it's going to be Leona finishing up the kill onto Nautilus, and that is for sure going to be a mid lane turret. But Baron is not up just yet.
Yeah, Sandy making sure that the kill has been secured. J4 just taking advantage out of the situation, taking away everything he can from the Volibear. And while in the top lane, the Ornn is trying his best to split push. He is not exactly the one person I would say, or the one champion that I would say he's made for split pushing. And I have actually the feeling that he might be in a world of hurt right now with the Cho'Gath coming around. But it seems
top lane
like
here,
Cho'Gath
Ornn
is
is
just running for his
where
life,
is Ornn?
as far as I can
Oh,
see.
where did he? Did he actually jump up? No, he's got.
No, he jumped in the loving, waiting arms of the Cho'Gath. He got himself a bite out of his, and I am actually wondering so far how many calories an Ornn is. But after this little pick, they're already looking for the next. They are eyeing up the Jace, and they notice that he is maybe a little bit too close to his tower. They are just going to back up.
Yeah, and right now the sieging ability, like one of the issues with having a Yasuo bot lane, is the fact that your sieging ability kind of just plummets. Your team fighting ability is going to be looking a lot better, but it's not going to look as good when you don't have a Nautilus on your team, because it's currently dead from being put out in some Vega cage and some Jinx traps.
There's nothing like the baby cage.
There's nothing like the cage.
Cage.
I so love far, myself
Nicolas Cage.
Pineapple Cake doing a decent job of closing the gap now, just 1k gold lead for the side of support no vision. So right now we do see the pings coming in. It's going to be the Drake is going to be spawning in about a minute's time. So definitely want to be setting up the vision here and pushing out top lane.
Yeah, but this might actually be a little bit risky, because now they are seeing, okay, what is the J4 doing in the top side? That just allows them to get a little bit of more pressure off. But I have the feeling that the side of support and vision seem to forget that there is still a Cho'Gath on the side of Pineapple Cake. And a Cho'Gath ultimate is stronger than any smite you could ever bring to a fight. He can just nuke anything that's below like 1200 at this point. He is level 12 at this point.
Yeah,
so, with Smite as well, if they are able to take out the jungler, there is literally nothing stopping them from getting themselves a very nice bite out of this Hextech brick.
Yeah, definitely. And right now, I don't think Pineapple Cake is in the best position. Like, they are definitely like in a position, but now it is better. Now ultimate is going to be used. Cage is there. It is going to be huge. Now Drake is being fought in the backside. Now Jinx is going to be dead here. Yasuo as well is being dead as well. Now we do see Drake is actually being picked up by support no vision. Will this fight go any further? Jace is having fun in the backline here, playing with the Leona. And Cho'Gath as well, he's so darn tanky. Now maybe he'll actually get something out of this one. Ultimate is used already, so he's not going to find anything else, and it's going to be almost a clean ace. It is going to be a... No, sorry. It is going to be an ace at least, only Yasuo being killed. Ace. Yeah, and that's a really good fight for support no vision. Maybe they can actually bring this to game 3 as well.
Now it's still quite early in the game. Like, if they don't have Baron buff setting up, I highly doubt that they'll be able to end the entire game. But Jace proving himself that in a pro setting, that Jace is still quite a chunky boy and still quite the bully. But so far, Yasuo being good bait.
Oh, wait a minute. Cho'Gath there is actually TPing. And he runs away. That was a little bit anticlimactic. Actually, no, not this here is going to be dead. Oh, no, he's actually flashing over the wall. I don't think they have anything to follow up on this one. Flag and drag is not available just yet. Actually keeps on running. They actually might look to dive this, though. Jinx ultimate,
comes the rocket from the Jinx, and it goes wide.
I think it hits something. Oh, wait a minute. They actually keep on going for this. So Jace here, we do see the... No, they're fine. But meanwhile, Baron.
Meanwhile, they already started off Baron. They're seeing 5 people in the bot lane, so they're just like, okay, sure, why not? You have fun in the bot lane, we will just play distraction. Meanwhile, the Ornn as well as the Yasuo, they are just going to solo up the Baron, and that thing is dropping very fast.
Yeah, I mean, right now there's no pings,
well,
there's no vision. I don't think they're actually doing the Baron. But, I mean, they get 2 turrets, but they traded for a Baron there, actually.
Yeah, but I would say that's a trade worth, because Pineapple Cake is getting put on the back foot after they barely managed to win the first game despite being at a 5v4 advantage. They are not looking that hot at the moment, and well, that is a chunky Ornn, being 6-1 as well as a 2-1 Volibear. But the thing is, can they really count on the Yasuo to do all the damage in an ensuing teamfight? They could so far, but slowly but steadily the side of Pineapple Cake is starting to scale. And if they're not able to close this game out slowly but steadily, that Vega will just get stronger and stronger and stronger until there's literally nothing left to stop him.
For sure, right? Assuming he has... He's probably going to build Rabdons very soon as well here. And
one of the few champions who can afford this, to just rush Rabadons.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of just should, honestly. And then you kind of just can build tanky items. Now, here from mainnet, now, Ornn is actually, sorry, Cho'Gath is actually being caught here. The last breath is actually being used.
He's
oh no!
Dying.
Oh, Yasuo actually jumped over the wall there. That's actually quite unfortunate. Nobody actually is going to be killed on that engage, but a lot of ultimates still being used here. Now, they got to be careful. J4 on the side.
Everybody's clumped
yeah,
up.
there's
That's like the perfect setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just need the baby cage to hit anybody, then J4 can just see it as the go button, go in and drop on top of him. And afterwards, they have an execute with the Cho'Gath, they have a Jinx free firing. And as I said before, as long as the Jinx is able to free fire and get her passive up, things can and will get very, very disgusting very, very fast. Latest when this next teamfight is going to roll around with the Drake spawning very, very soon. But let's see how things are going to develop at this point.
Yeah, and again, one of the issues, right?
1 more minute.
Jinx, there's a lot of arcane characters. Jinx, right, she has so much more... Jinx has so much extra range. It's just so hard to get on her as this team. Like, you pretty much only have the Ornn ult. The Call of the Forge God...
Yeah, the Call of the Forge God.
Words. And a Flash Nautilus engage. Like, that's kind of the only thing you have. Anything else can be easily peeled off CC'd. Sure, Volibear can ult, but, you know, there's no knockup for the Yasuo.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, but
Yasuo needs to get into the backline, and as long as he doesn't have like a minion wave to immediately get back into them, or like a champion wave to like immediately dash through anybody, things might get ugly. And I have the feelings they will get really soon, because I'm pretty sure they want to fight for this.
Yeah, I mean, they need to, right? It's the soul point, but here comes all the damage. Here comes everything now. Jace on the backside here. Drake is being taken. It's going to be stolen by the Cho'Gath. It eats it, it chomps it. Now, and Volibear has to be running on the backside of the fight that we did not see. Everybody is actually dying. And now Cho'Gath is going to be the only man standing. TP comes into the mid lane. Actually stops the TP for now, and is not going to find a kill because of that stopwatch meta. Triple kill for Yasuo. Will they end the game of this one? Does not get the soul, but do they end the game? The answer is probably yes.
Yeah, they have 20 seconds until Jinx is coming back alive. They have a minion wave that might actually be able to end the entire game right here, right now. But we can
maybe
only
depends.
wait and see. And yeah, if Jinx is able to immediately clear the wave, I highly doubt it. It doesn't really matter. They have an Ornn who's very, very chunky, very, very happy.
Volibear is quite low. Here comes all the damage. Wind Wall is being used quite efficiently here. Now Jinx is going to be feeding onto Nautilus, which is going to give her a reset. Flashes forward, and we'll see if they can actually get some more of this one. Wave is being cleared, and they keep on chasing down the mid lane here. Everybody's going to go low. The TP flank is there, and actually Volibear is going to be dead here, so maybe they can find something. That Chomp is going to be eating the Ornn, and he is not going to be... I mean, that Cho'Gath is definitely going to get his Iron intake quite high up with chomping Ornn there. But yeah, now Jinx is here, she's online, and, well, Baron should be up very, very soon, I think on about like minute 30. But they should be able to siege on mid... Oh, chase damage. And yeah, I mean, one thing as well, objective bounties are here.
Objective
so
bounties, another 75 gold for everybody, 1 minute until Baron Nashor spawns, as well as 3 minutes until the next Drake. So far, semi-round rat, keeping the hopes of his team alive to maybe get a 2-0 victory out of this. But they are yeah, those are some spicy animations. They really are doing their best to like keep their hopes of making it to the next seeding of the esports of the National Esports Championship 2022, with the winner of this set becoming the qualifier for the for India during the during the
Asian
run to during the Asian Games 2022 held in China in September.
Right now, you really gotta fight for this Baron, right? It's make or break. And well, the issue for Pineapple Cake right now is they're scared. And
yeah, they're definitely scared. But
I mean, I understand it, right? But you have a really beefy frontline, right? We unfortunately don't see the items here. This Cho'Gath should be very tanky now. I don't know how much armor he has, but you also gotta be careful of the mid wave. They do look for an attempted play here, and yeah, right. It's kind of like what do you give here? Do you get a mid prio? Do you give Baron? Do you just like fall over and let
forced to eat?
Yeah, like that was an issue, but Jinx now clearing the wave here, and yeah, that pink ward does not spot that ward actually. Now, maybe just maybe. The fight will go, or the game will go even later.
There is a chance indeed that they are able, but meanwhile in the bot lane the pressure is also mounting up. There is a wave building up there, and it's actually very, very dangerous, because as soon as they see, okay, Vega's in the bot lane, it's go time, and that Baron is burning very, very fast. He's already down.
Yeah, I mean, they still have vision of this. Cho'Gath is here on the backside. He's going to be ulted and knocked up and everything, and he's going to be put in everything, and actually does a lot of damage and survives for quite a bit, considering, well, 5 people were sitting in. Now, Nautilus also is going to be used here. We'll see if the Flagon Dragon is going to be enough, and it's going to be stolen over. And Pineapple Cake is going to find out now. Jinx is free firing onto the backside here. Nobody can actually touch her. Do a lot of damage onto this Ornn, but he's not going to be killed. So far, the Yasuo is the only thing killed here so far. Now, Ghost is going to be used here by Veigar, and they're definitely going to be running him down. See if they can do something with this, and yeah, they're definitely going to push down the mid lane, but they have to clear the ones that hitting their base first. And yeah,
this might actually have been the call that is going to change the entire path of the game. They have a Veigar that just got a huge shutdown, meaning he has his Void Staff completed. He is getting stronger. Cho'Gath and J4 are saving this game on an objective basis. They are probably going to have to give up the soul for this, but I think at this point they are willing to take what they have, and they will have to make do with what they have. That Drake is burning down very fast, but here comes the Jinx rocket. It's not going to do anything, but there it goes. Hextech soul for the side of Pineapple, for the side of support.
And the fight has started here, though. Veigar is going to be immediately blown off. Cho'Gath is going to find something here, though. Leona is alive still, and the only members alive is this Volibear and the Jace, and they're running for their lives and for the game. They might have gotten the soul, but maybe they actually get... Do they get out of this one? Yes, they do, as they're going to be giving up mid-wave. The inhibitor has respawned, which means there's no super minions to fight against them. Now, they have taken down the mid lane turret, and the only thing left here is actually... the inhibitor turret and an inhibitor and 2 Nexus turrets. So this Jinx is definitely going to be extremely fast at taking this. And
yeah, as well.
Yeah,
with the
honestly,
now coming up. This might actually be game. They might actually end this. I doubt it because
No
Yasuo and Ornn up in 10 seconds. While the camera
I think
even
they
is
have to back.
completely confused. But
Yeah, they have to back
but
off of this one.
It's going to be fine. They take what they could get. They were able to take the inhibitor while their own inhibitor respawned. So things might actually be looking very crafty. And I have the feeling now it's going to be the waiting game. The side of support no vision now has, of course, with the Drake Soul, a Yasuo that has basically a built-in static shift, as well as the first ornaments coming out. With the first one being given out to the teddy bear, him himself getting a turbocharged experiment. Now, the big quiz question now is how are both teams going to take care of the time in between. Are they going to until Light Baron as well as Elder Drake is going to spawn? Latest when Elder Drake spawns, I would say this game is going to be decided.
Yeah, I mean, of course, like, it's a huge thing, right? And you see how close these fights are. You just saw last fight. You saw the Baron fight as well. Like, they basically survived on, like, less than execute HP, right? Like, double-digit XP, and that Elder Drake is going to be executing those. So, yeah, I think if these fights keep on going Pineapple's ways, then the coin flips as well is going to be won by Pineapple Cake. I don't think support no vision can do a lot.
I'm not quite sure. I mean, both are now dead even when it comes to gold, but I would actually say support no vision still has the advantage. They have the ornament, which you cannot, like, put into gold. They also have the Hextech Soul.
There is gold efficiency in the Ornn things, right? But I mean,
yeah,
one way of getting gold is just.
I mean, it doesn't matter. That's a dead. I mean, yeah, that is a very dead novel. Like, I just realized that is a Vega with level 17, and they are just going to give themselves an Ornn
here,
for free.
Yeah, J4 is dead here, though. He's actually going to keep on fighting here. Now the turret is here. Volibear is here also
no
still.
Damage to this chunker.
No. Alicia is, I think.
They were fighting this for.
Yeah, 4v5, and I think one of the issues is that there's not much penetration from the side of Pineapple Cake. I don't think Veigar has the Void Staff. I don't think Jinx has LDR. I'm hoping the crit at least is going to do a little bit, but it's going to be definitely negated by the Ornn items because he naturally kind of just goes armor and anti-crit items.
Exactly.
Now we'll see. I think yeah, Baron is spawning in about a minute or so, and I'm not too sure about the Drake. So it is once again going to be a fight, and I'd like to see support no vision like not make it a coin flip, because they're kind of setting themselves up for that potential coin flip, honestly. And
I mean, with Baron now spawning in like a minute, as well as Elder spawning in like about less than 2 minutes, it now also becomes like a question of priority. Does the side of support no vision say, okay, we need to fight, we're going to we take advantage of our composition. We have, as said, a static shift on all of our champions, and we can just use Jace to bully them out and bully them off the wave, as well as like the E from the Volibear. Or are they just going to say, okay, we'll just cross map, we will have you take Baron, and we will take Elder Drake, or will they just go the other way around? So it actually is just going to be a macro question in this regard. Or they may just take plan C and just decide to run it down mid, which of course is the side of Pineapple Cake is more than willing to make. Here we go.
Plan D is killed. Cho'Gath that's out of position, or is he out of position as Veigar? And everybody's here now. Yasuo is ulting onto the backside, and I'm not too sure actually what's going on here, as there's such a cluster. Everybody's inside of the J4 ultimate now. J4 ultimate is going to be finally done here, and it's going to be an ace over to the side of Pineapple Cake, and that's sure as
will be game.
Yeah, that should be game, and it's
in the chat.
Yeah, and we are going to.
That was actually a gamble that paid off. They pulled everything in hope of somehow being able to enable the Yasuo, with the Ornn ultimate. And they were able to immediately get rid of the Jinx and thus immediately be able to destroy the team fight carries. Now, with this, we are up on a 1-for-1, one score for Support No Vision and 1 for Pineapple Cake. Now, it's going to come down to one last game to see who is going to win this, take it all, and going further and going to meet the Temple of Kings, who in a close but still decisive 2-0 defeated Coco Cats earlier in the day. But slowly but steadily getting also late as well.
Yeah, and the thing is, right, having 5 people on your team helps.
It helps, right? helps.
Yeah. And one thing that's quite unfortunate, honestly, is the fact that this Jinx, honestly, she kind of never did a lot. She kind of was on wave clear duty a lot of the time. She was not she was not able to do too much in the fights because of the wind wall we saw in the Baron a while back when that flip happened. She was auto attacking like fair shot, but
she was doing her best.
They were disappearing. They were disappearing into a wind wall. So
again. So
again,
for now, we have to see.
Yeah. Fingers crossed for Spicy Game 3 as well.
Well, with this Support No Vision as well as Pineapple Cake are both up 1. We shall find out who is going to win this best of 3. We're going into a very short break, and afterwards we are just going to go into the third game, and let's see how this is going to develop. The banger. Till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you.
so fast, all tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay to my life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I haven't felt this in ages, and I've no more patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. You're stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. You're stronger.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Esports Federation of in India. And welcome to the third game between Pineapple Cake and Support Navision. It is going to be one hell of a fight because both games, in the first game, Support Navision fought with more person on the field. No, Support Navision fought with one less person on the field, as far as I remember. Pineapple Cake took the
6v5.
cake in the entire fighting. And now we're back in the third game. We are already ready to roll in agony, now playing for the first time a real champion in this regard. As in the first game, he played Victor bot lane to try to stall as long as he could. In the second game, he played something everybody loves to hate on, a Yasuo. And I have the feeling for the first time in history, it's not gonna rain men, but it's going to be invading, because who doesn't love a good invade with a Morgana on their side? And I have the feeling that's going to... Oh no, not my boy! Poor girl! They just rolled up on the block and shot the Vega and just left. Like, this was cold-blooded murder that just happened.
And honestly, like, even if that binding does miss, I don't think you're getting out because you have slow. He does not flash, right? It's Veigar without a flash.
Yes, correct.
What's barrier? So
yeah.
Right now, we did talk about it a little bit last game, but we do have a Volibear top lane now. He can be flexed a little bit in the jungle and in bot lane. So
yeah, they threw out the Ornn. He went on vacation together with Anivia. Like, have the siblings bond a little bit, but we're having a rematch in the mid lane. We are seeing the Veigar facing off against the Jace once more. In the end, despite Veigar being Veigar, he was not able to scale through the sheer raw power that the side of support No Vision, the side of Pineapple Cake brought to the table. It wasn't enough, and in the end, he came so far, he got so far, but in the end, he couldn't nuke everybody. Now, let's see how this game is going to go. So, if we take a look at the jungle matchup, we have an Echo versus an Diana. What can we expect?
Good
question, right?
I mean, right now, Echo is a pretty decent, like, early 6 jungler, right? He has his W, he has his E, that's a long range setup, I guess, right? It's also a pretty decent bot lane. He can gank. It's Alistar Aphelios, which is okay. And it's also a Twitch, which sure he has invisibility, but if you're close to him, it's not invisible. But for now,
invisible
honestly,
much longer.
Yeah. And yeah, Diana, she kind of needs 6 to actually be a champion. Like, sure, she can have some early skirmishes with the Conqueror. She does do extra damage, like her W, her passive, how it works, right? Extra damage on the first auto attacks. Gnar being taken quite low, not the best trade, honestly.
Yeah, denied the cannon minion, but paid quite a hefty price in comparison.
Yeah, and as we talked about earlier today, right? It's Volibear can go a few different things. He can go Divine Sunder, he can go Triforce, he can go Riftmaker, he can go Chemtech, he can... I think that's all of them. Yeah, I mean, I've seen protocols on Volibear.
If he really decides to be a dick this day, he can just decide to be like, you know what? I have a very nice gauntlet with your name on it. And with the buffs to Frostfire gauntlets, like at the beginning of the season, which now deals like a little bit of burn magic damage, it's a very nice thing to have. Just slow everybody down, and since you're faster as well, as soon as you throw down, as soon as they run into the ice field, sure, why not? Also an optional purchase, but at this point, who cares? But who cares is that the Moo Cow is paying a little bit of a visit to the mid lane, got spotted out, but nothing.
Yeah, that's fun for the time being.
Yeah, just create a little bit of pressure, just let the support, let him roam free. Everybody loves their Alistar when they are free roaming. There's nothing that is more interesting than a healthy cow with a big bulge. With a big bulk
Yikes.
of, like, meat. Yes. I know what I said. Big bulk of meat. What do you want from me?
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, Alistar roaming like pre Moby boots, because having Moby boot, yeah, like Alistar himself is really slow. Having Moby boots allows him to, well, have movement speed as well, right? But Moby boots also have some roam faster. And Aphelios, how can I say this without being too rude? A smart ADC player is not going to die to a Twitch.
Yeah, that is true, but even the smartest ADC player is going to die to a Twitch if Morgana hits him once with her binding.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But honestly,
because Aphelios is running heal and not cleanse. If he would use cleanse, okay, I could understand it. But if you just look at now, he got Alistar got hit by one binding as well as one one poison puddle, and he already lost a lot of health. I mean, he's healing it back up, but it still takes time, as well as tempo.
yeah. So, honestly, like Ophelia still like he can still be alone in side lane, and he can still be alone in bot lane, right? Morgana can actually never match the roams. Just straight up. We do see Diana here on the bot side, so that's going to be. We'll see if they can find something here. She's 5.
Alistar was
going to be back.
Yeah, Alistar was sweeping the area, but didn't see that the that Diana was beating up the Gromp right next door. But they are trying to get something done. Here comes the Diana.
Oh, binding going to be going wide.
Dark binding goes very wide. But it gives them a little bit of like a window to like now open up Drake. So it is indeed something
Echo...
they could try. I mean, Echo is level 4. Diana is level 5. Jace has had priority in the mid lane, but they're still not going to commit to it. Like, they're maybe a little bit scared of the option that Echo could steal it.
I agree with the decision. That is not a coin flip you want to take. It's an early Infernal. Now you can actually start doing it. They don't know, but Echo has started doing red buff now, so you can just like kind of just do it safely now. We'll see if they actually do end up managing to steal this one. He's going to jump in and is going to attempt to steal, but it's not going to be enough. Double knockup from Alistar here, though. Diana is going to be burning out of that ignite. Morgana here as well, he's quite low. Exhaust being used, ultimate being used on the Morgana, and she's just dead. Twitch has to flash out of this one, and he's going to be the only one coming out alive on this one.
A 2
so all in all,
exchange with a Drake.
All in all, I still would say worth it for support no vision, but
yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, in the top lane,
Flash coming in there. Oh.
Volibear using the ult as well. If he would have held on a little bit longer, he might have been able to take out the Gnar. But in the end, he was a little bit too impatient. But this might, in exchange, get him a plate until the Gnar TPs in. So it forces the TTP out of the Gnar. It allows Volibear to get a free reset. Maybe worth ? But we will find out when they're both getting back into the lane. Meanwhile, bot is also resetting, and Echo, meanwhile, starting up the Rift Herald, it seems. So he is trying to get something done. No, not quite. It seems he's not on Rift Herald, but he is indeed on the Scuttle Crab. Maybe not that overzealous to take this fight.
Yeah, so for the time being, Rift Scuttle is kind of like the only objective here now. Nard might be in a little bit of trouble. Doesn't have the flash from earlier on. He still has the ultimate. Now Knockup is going to be landing. The stun as well is going to be landing. It's going to go into minion hour, and there's nowhere to run. He can run downwards, but there's a Veigar, and he's trying his best to cut out this one. Smite being used to slow him down, and yeah,
that's just a free rift.
Yeah, free rift, a free kill, and
yeah, Alistar can also just go back into the bot lane. He sees that the side of support no vision is pushing into his Aphelios. And well, knowing that the tempo is slowly and steadily getting away from him, time to help your ADC, because that's what supports are meant to do. They don't do it always, but it's a good thing to try at least from time to time. And Echo decided this, and Alistar decided this time it's time to help.
yeah, oh, well, speaking of Alistar is actually going into the bot lane now, Knockup being to use onto Morgana there, but not much going to be happening. And yeah, one thing that we didn't talk about is there is a possibility for an AP Twitch. Now, that possibility has kind of been removed with the fact that it didn't go Hail of Blades, which is usually the thing you go on Twitch, in my opinion, because it's quite versatile. You can kind of just like mid-game, you could just go, no, I want to go 80.
If you want to be really spicy, you could go a little bit of a hybrid mix. Like go Nash's Tooth to like get a little bit of AP in, but also make use of the on-hit attack speed and damage again.
No.
So, hey, I'm just saying, I don't play ADC, and there's a reason for this.
Oh, well, yeah, so the thing with going hybrid is you think you would get the best of both worlds. You just get the...
No, I don't. I think I would get it. I would say I would get the mediocrity of both worlds.
Yes, that's exactly the issue, and that's why you don't do it.
Like Nash's Tooth or Borg into Nash's Tooth. Attack very, very fast.
Yes, but actually no. Because...
I'm getting banned from the Twitch subreddit as we speak, aren't I? They're like already de-doxing me.
The thing is, AD Twitch needs attack speed. He needs the crit. His on-hit doesn't do that much. He just wants the on-hit. While AP Twitch, you just want pure AP scaling because of how his E works, right? Sure, like, attack speed is a plus, but you kind of get that from Hail of Blades already. And that's kind of what gets you AP Twitch working, is the Hail of Blades. And getting the 4 quick shots out, bam, 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 1 more shot, E, there you're dead because of the AP scaling. Now, we do see an AD Twitch this game, so... Yeah, this W slow as well, right? It doesn't do anything, pretty much. The only thing it really does in AD Twitch is it procs your lethal tempo. You throw your W, proc lethal tempo, go into Q. It is going to be ticking a little bit, so you have some time. Go invisible, set up, and get into a good position, and then you open up with the lethal tempo with hand ultimate. Now, while all of that was happening, Drake was being taken by Pineapple Cake, and we do have a Hextech Drake yet again.
I have the feeling this best of those games of best of 3. I think we had like 4 Hextech Rifts. No, 2 Hextech Rifts and 1 in the Poppy game where we had an Infernal Rift.
Yes.
I have the feeling like this. Maybe no. Wait, didn't we also have like an Ocean Soul?
I think so.
I'm getting deranged. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. It's been some good games. The only...
Oh, definitely. But so far, I'm actually wondering how... Okay, let's after like talking about in depth of the entire thing, we actually forgot one thing I just realized. Who has the better team comp? Like in this setting, I have a feeling
who has the most people alive? I have a strange feeling it is going to be Pineapple Cake, who has more people alive here now. Actually going to be surviving for a long time. Has to use the Echo ult defensively there, and it's actually not going to surviving for a long time. Now, meanwhile, bot side, while that all happened, we did like mention it quickly. Veigar actually finding a double kill there, but he's going to be trading his life for that one. So nice roam onto the bot side.
Yeah, now, double kill, drops the jungler, drops the bot lane. I think he takes this, because death is temporary in League of Legends, but stacks stay until the end of the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Unless you play Nasus.
Unless Darkseal. Wait, unless you play Nasus.
Yeah, because in your Eternals, as Nasus, you all your stacks you ever got are kept track of.
True, yeah.
So,
actually, that's it. Eternals is nice. I feel like there's so few good Eternals in the game.
I have actually to say some of them are quite interesting.
Yeah, sure, some of them is interesting. Like, you know, the Lee Sin ones make sense. The Nasus stacking one. But just like, one of the Ezreal ones is like, time spent max stacked on his passive, and it's like, okay, yeah, cool. And then I see like... Let me actually check something.
It's
I think
the
I have like
exact same
7 hours.
thing- It's the exact same thing like with Jax. Max time his passive has been up. As
Yeah.
well as Ash with max time enemies have been slowed. But things are getting... Oh my god, Agony is just deleted. That is a very, very happy Vega. In what he didn't get done last game, Vega now suddenly picks up speed very, very quickly. Like if things go on like this, I have the feel... Support no vision
now?
seems slowly but steadily. Oh, you go ahead, please speak.
Okay, yeah,
I'm not
sure.
trying to speak. Never mind. That's a dead Diana.
That's a dead Diana, indeed. And there's the vision paying off in the jungle, right? So, yeah, what I wanted to say was Twitch doesn't have a mythic item yet, which is a little bit rough. I honestly feel like he should be going the Kraken Slayer here. Sure, you can go Gale Force, but I think Kraken would actually be more value. I mean, both is okay.
He has a Noon Quiver.
Yeah, right. Sorry. Gale Force and Kraken has the exact same build path.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And Shield
you
Bow
can kind of
nerfs
choose.
is like...
You never wanted to go Shield Bow on Twitch, because lifesteal does not do anything for him.
May I introduce you to Blade of the Ruined King? Our Lord and Savior.
Yeah. You don't do... I mean, sure, but you don't go it for the lifesteal. Go it for the on-hit and attack speed. Lifesteal is just a bonus, it's not a stat you actually want.
I thought on-hit was a bad thing.
Yes. Yesn't.
Yes. I'm slowly and steadily cornering you. No, it's like, I would say it's less of the on-hit and more of the effect of just being able to kite your opponent back into oblivion.
Yep.
And that's just a good thing for Twitch to do. He's not mobile. If he's not mobile, the only way he's going to win is by you being less mobile than him.
Pretty much.
Yeah, this is except for Jin. Jin doesn't care if you're as mobile. He just run your way. It's not like you can do anything.
But speaking of running, everyone should be running to the Hextech Drake that's spawning. I understand support no vision. I kind of just back off of this, considering the fact that they have no setup. They can't really go for this. It's the third Drake.
Yeah, and it's okay to give up 1 or 2 Drakes. Like, if you get something cross-map in exchange, that's a very good thing. But as of now, I have the feeling like support division play this a little bit like headless chicken. Like, I don't think they have a clear plan. Meanwhile, the side of Pineapple Cake have a clear plan. They want to push down the bot mid lane. They want to get the Veigar as far ahead as possible, get picks with the Echo, with the Volibear. And so far, this plan is working like a charm. They are just, I wouldn't say steamrolling, but they are definitely having a very good time. Like, they're already at the inhibitor tower, and they're able, I'm even sure they're able to get this one. And up they're going to, oh my god, they're even getting, nope, they're not getting a charge off. Thank the Lord.
Yeah, so for the time being, it's pretty good for Pineapple Cake. Like, they're 4k gold ahead right now. They have 2 Drakes, and I wanted to mention it a little bit on the Drakes. Some teams actually decide to just, like, depending on the Drakes, if it's Clown Drake or something else, or Hextech, you can kind of give the 2 first Drakes, honestly. And then you can start Drake stacking earlier. If you know your team is kind of weak early, but they're really good strong, even though, like, because of how, when they come online, it's sometimes fine to give up Drakes.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have heard a lot from high-elo player that they say Drakes are bait. Like, it's okay to give Drake if it means that you stay in control of your own lane as well as your own advantages. Like, if you, for example, risk sacrificing a 10 minion wave in exchange for Drake, you wouldn't go for the Drake, because the immediate advantage that the minions give you is just way more worth it.
Yeah.
But This is like for a different time. That's for a time when both are like beating each other up just to get a Drake. Which in this case they're not. They're playing this very smart.
Yeah, so
So far,
I just
Pineapple
quickly
Cake.
checked. I've
Yes,
spent
please.
10 hours of my life and maximum spell for stacks on Ezreal. Oh, I play that
Oh,
champ too
wow.
much.
I mean, you're the reason that he's getting skins, so find a different champ.
I don't buy the skins. I don't buy
Neither do
this.
I. Buy skins.
But yeah,
Oh,
speaking
wait.
of buying things, Veigar is going to buy something with the gold kit got from killing Jace in the bot
From
lane.
killing
That's
the
kinda-
Jays. I didn't even realize that he died. He was just suddenly, yes, KVKJMIXF has been slain. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, why not?
Sure,
Like at
that
this
works.
point, it's a two. Yeah, speak. Tell me your secrets.
At this point, like, sure, I understand why it's bot lane, but it probably shouldn't be bot lane, because Baron is up, and, well, he has TP, but they don't have a lot of vision, right? They can't really know where the
Well,
rest of the
here
team
is-
is.
I mean, that Drake is that Baron is burning very fast. I think Twitch has only just get one item, but they know that
Yeah.
something is going on, and here
They
comes the
are
teddy bear.
flipping it! Yeah, Teddy Bear is in the pit now. He's doing a lot of damage onto the Switch ulting, and he's actually surviving for a long time. Smite already being used there. It is going to be Echo stealing that one. So it's going to be Pineapple going to be getting that one. Ultimate is going to be used on Gnar, and he is going to be dead as well. And nothing for the side of support, no vision. Pineapple Cake. They have cake in their name. They make the cake, and they get the cake too.
Oh, I think this might actually be game, because here comes the TP from the volley bear. He's just going to press his advantage in the bot lane, and they are way too healthy and way too like robust to like finish it. The GG well played is also already being thrown in the chat. The Twitch has no ultimate to
Can
like
Twitch save
immediately make
this?
something done.
That's all are
doesn't
being
look
dead,
like
though.
it.
They don't have a lot of... The wave is coming in here. There seems to be actually be a backing off of this. Craig actually being quite low here. So he can't really life save himself up. I'm not too sure as a which build he has. But it looks they're actually being zoned off and doing a good enough job to actually wave clear this.
It
And,
actually looks
the
like
world-
it. They were able to. So to answer your question, yes, Twitch did indeed save the game, but that was like by a hair's breadth. Oh, I said while they just take down the bot side inhibitor. Seeing that Twitch is on the top side, they know they can just go and haul it. And
Yeah, and
that was one hell of a baby cage. Have to. With how many HP did Aphelios survive? Like, with not a lot, and they are really they're really gunning it now.
yeah, I mean here Diana is trying to do something, gets the kill onto Aphelios. Now it is going to be putting into Sonya, so Twitch is trying to do something here, but there's no, I mean there's basically no HP from Pineapple Cake now. Rushi is going to be careful. He's going to run into the turret, actually almost gets the kill onto Diana there, but it's not going to be.
HP! Oh.
My god.
Well, if there's one thing I've noticed between those two teams, at least in their best of 3, they love their coin flips.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
Like, it makes it at least
It
very
is.
exciting to watch.
oh yeah, coin flips is fun, not when you
Okay.
play, but yeah.
I mean, is Sandy about to pull the biggest Minotaur move you can imagine? Is just going to steal the break? I mean, I highly doubt it, but... Nah, he's just going to let this one rest.
Yeah, I mean, right now, this is one of the situations where, like, okay, sure, they're not, like, directly giving up the Drake because they fought earlier and kind of just died, but even if you were alive
they
and
care?
that was kind of like this, they don't really care. They're so far ahead. They're 5k gold lead. They have...
They
only have
super
2
minions
turrets and
pushing
an
bot. They have
inhibitor
super
standing.
minions. They have one inhib. They have more inhibs standing than towers in a while. Like there are no towers in the around the Nexus, and I'm pretty sure they're going to make sure that there is not going to be staying any around here.
Yeah,
Although
now
I
moving
have
up
a
in the
feeling
top
they
side
might be
here.
a little overzealous.
Yeah, And the thing is, like, you can't really, like, okay, understand. Oh, okay, that's...
Understandable. Have a great day. Please go on.
Yeah, so you can't really defend this top turret, mostly because the fact that you don't have any vision in your own jungle, so they can walk around and a turret there. So that Jace
Oh wait,
really
are they
died for
trying
nothing.
something? Oh, wait. I was about to say, are they trying something audacious? Because I just saw that the Hex gate was activated, so I was assuming, okay, are they really just trying to pull the flank of a Sentry? I mean, they are.
I mean, they could.
I mean, the side of support division is in a really bad position, to say the least. And now there is literally nothing keeping them alive, and this will be it.
Yeah, Diana diving onto the backside of Veigar there. It's not going to be enough, but it does go into Sonya's in agony. He's trying his best to kite this one out. He does get Aphelios, but he does have 2 tanks on him, and that's kind of just being to everything that is going to be said here. Jace now, meanwhile, trying his best, and it's the only thing standing between Pineapple Cake and round number 2 of this tournament, and that is going to be it. Pineapple Cake takes the cake 2-1.
And with Pineapple Cake now having fought themselves back into after a good first game. Like, the first game is a little bit of an iffy thing, in my personal opinion, a 4v5, but at least Support My Vision was willing to take it. We are waiting a little bit for the stats just yet, but before that, I would say, is there anything you want to say about this?
I kind of feel like Aphelios did a pretty good job. He played his fights pretty well. I mean, they played a really good game too as well. I honestly think the game should not have gone this long if it was for the fact that the coin flips happened. If it was a little bit more methodical, not that coin flippy, then it would have been pretty good. But all in all, I think good job to Pineapple Cake, and we'll be going into a very short break, and after that, we will be having an interview with Pineapple Cake. So stick around.
Yeah, and
like you were already mine. Surreal to me, how you make me feel. Why You don't have to try it. It's just like a magnet. You hold me like gravity.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the last bit of tonight's best of three tournament between Pineapple Cake as well as Support Vision. A hard-fought victory for the side of Pineapple Cake, despite having a little bit of an easy game plan. But we have somebody with us now. The support, the very, very angry Minotaur, that is Sandy from Pineapple Cake, the support. How you doing, Sandy? How you doing? Say hi to the people. Sandy, can you hear us?
What about now? Is it
It seems
good?
like.
Yeah.
Fine now?
Very
There
good.
we
Hi,
go.
Sandy.
There
How
he
you doing?
is.
I'm doing very
How
well.
you
How
doing?
about you?
Yeah, we're fine. It's been a long day. It's been a lot of interesting games. And congratulations, first things first, congratulations for your first victory and making it out against Support No Vision. I would like to ask you one or two things. Like, for example, when you heard that you have to fight like a 4v5, what was your first reaction? Well, how were you feeling?
I think as a team we were pretty shocked to be frank with you in the start. We were really not prepared for a 4v5 and how the experience would play out. But I'm sure that we made a lot of mistakes in the laning phase. But overall, our cohesiveness as a team just like helped us deal with the immediate situation of it being a 4v5.
And in the end, did it shock you that that you fought the way you did, as in the first victory being hard fought? Because despite the advantage, it took you some time to take down the base of Support No Vision.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I think the first game in any tournament of any sport is going to be a little like icky. You're going to take less risks, and that was really our mentality. I think we should have just took some more risks and just trusted our instincts. I think we would have won the game much more earlier if we did that.
Okay, and
For
then
sure, for sure.
in Venkau as well. What do you want to ask? What do you want to ask your namesake friend?
I mean,
as
so I Felix, like, what's his deal with Ghost Barrier?
That's just his play style. To be very honest with you, none of us question him.
Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, it's kind of it's like Flash is kind of essential on a lot of champions, but it seems to be working out, and I mean, if it's playstyle and it works, it works.
Yeah, you never know.
So-
Maybe he's trying to prove a point.
Maybe.
yeah, actually, and it also shows like a sort of trust from your teammates. Like if my teammate would say, "Yeah, I'm going ghosts as well as Barry," I would be like, "What's your game plan? Are you sure about this?" And Pineapple Cake is just like, "You got this, champion. We got you." I like this confidence between the teammates. It's amazing to look at.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
and I mean, honestly, like, we already touched a little bit on the 4v5, but Yasuo bot lane, what's up?
Well,
What,
I
what,
think
what,
it's
what was
been a
your
pretty.
reaction?
We kind of expected it. It's been a common pick in the competition, but like the whole thing is we couldn't stop the Nautilus R and the Yasuo combo when it reached mid game. If we would have abused the Leona that we had in our team, that was me. If I had been a little more aggressive, I think I could have controlled the Yasuo much more easier.
Yeah,
I see.
but now you have learned from this best of three. Are there anything you want to say before we end the stream for tonight? Do you want to say anything, or do you want to greet somebody?
I think I'd like to just start off by giving Support No Vision just a bit more confidence. They played their first game as a 45 and they performed extremely well against us. And it's a huge deal to play a 45 as the first game of a competition. Secondly, I'd like to thank my team. I think we did pretty well as a unit. And thirdly, the organizers. I think they're doing an amazing job.
Thank
Yep,
you very much
for
for
sure.
all those kind words, Sandy. Cow, do you want to say
Thank you.
something, or
No, not really. Thanks a lot for the interview as well, Sandy, and best of luck in the next best of 3. That's going to be happening.
against the King of Tombs as well?
Yep.
Good. And
So-
with this very short interview, I would actually like to thank everybody for tuning in for tonight at the NESC 2022 Road to Asian Games. Well, we might see Pineapple Cake win or lose against the King of Tombs. Maybe they are going to face up against Support No Vision in the finals again, because just because Support No Vision has lost this best of 3, they are not completely out of the tournament just yet. They have to fight off
Oh.
against Coco Cat the next time, and
Yeah.
there's still a lot of things that are going to be happening before this tournament really is going to fizzle out. I'm Let's AMP. With me is my co-caster Kao. Do you want to say some final words before we end tonight's
Thanks
stream?
for having us, and make sure to stick around in the Discord and watch out for any new updates, and see when the next stream is live.
Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. I hope you're going to have a very pleasant night, evening. I'm Let's AMP. This was Kao, and thank you so very much for tuning in to the NESC 2022.
Oh no, that is what they all say when they see me pouring some more. Oh, think it's empty again. Better fill it up before I go. Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let off the rules, cause that's so much fun. Are you loving the feeling it? Touch me, are you in it? Don't say what you're saying, but typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, flow with it, please let it go. Oh, no, think I did it again. I said a few things that I shouldn't have done. Well, bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never bored. I know it's boring me. Now come alive, baby. Get out the grave and I know you're bored. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your head.